I'm going to load up my tool belt, and then I'm going to get working on the kitchen, because we're going to have our windows in, our doors in, lintels in, and I need the kitchen to be the first room done, so to speak, so that I can make it mortgageable. Then we can always work on the rest of the rooms, but this needs to be the first room that I can get the kitchen guys in on. At least, you know, get them in, get the walls done, get them into measure, and then we go about our business while we're waiting on the order for it. But they need to be able to measure up in here. So I'm going to start on this room. There's always these little bits of pack it in. Pick it in and make it do. Right. I have to pick that out and pack that with something else. This is my favourite window. The tiny crack in that one. That is some piece of wood. Look at that. Let me turn. Oh, I'm going to turn you around so and make sure you're looking at the right thing. Look. So here's where it's been painted. Here's what goes into the wall. And that is solid. Solid, solid, solid. These thinner pieces, yeah, I'm going to treat for woodworm once I get this all stripped. But I really think we're going to be able to save this mantelpiece. How cool is that? Look at that. Woohoo, rigged and blown out. Just this section. I don't know if I said it before, I probably did, but it might get edited out if you can't hear me. I'm repointing this section to like steady it up, because I've got to rebuild this and I've got to knock those out. So I feel like I just want the top to be steady before I do that. So I'm going to point these rebuild here, let that go off, maybe move to the top to rake, then rebuild that corner. That's where the radiator went in, and I feel that those are the only radiators that are only radiators. Oh my days, the only bricks that show water damage. Whether there's been a leak or that has changed the condensation point. Not sure, but that's the only spot where you have water damage on the bricks. So another reason why I'm glad that we are not putting radiators in here. Well, we'll see. Maybe the underfloor heating is going to change the condensation point too. But I'm hoping it will be because it's so low. Those radiators would have been pumping out an immense heat because they were coming from the stove here. So that water would have been pumping hot, and those radiators would have been really hot, and then cold and hot, cold for the surrounding area. Whereas when we are doing a low constant temperature all through this floor, which will radiate it up and have a lovely constant, and the word constant is important there, low heat. So it should not, if I keep the humidity at an approximate level, not too extreme, it should mean that my condensation point is good, and I won't. My dew point is low, and I won't get condensation on windows or the walls. It'll be where it's supposed to be, which is midpoint down and drain out. That's the plan. Work with me, Cottage. I said out loud so that if there's anybody here, you'll be working with me. Let's see. Okay, I have because my battery is very low, and I went away to get my lintels, and I've come back. So this section, as we were talking about, is raked out. I've wet it down. I have made my own hot lime, but I've come to the conclusion it's so secretive. Nobody shows how they've made it in case they made it wrong. But that has the correct consistency. So I slaked it, I slaked it, whatever that word is. About a week and a half ago. Let me just spin you around. I didn't record it because I was in a dress and it was not very health and safety. I was wearing a mask, but I was wearing a dress. I've got it on phone footage. But anyway, so what we did, I'll have to make more at some point, so I'll show you. But what I did was I did the ring of sand, and I put my quicklime kibble in the inside, a little bit of water, covered it up, volcano. Next day, shoveled it, get it all mixed, leave it. Next day, shovel it all up, put it in an airtight container. In theory, that's it done. And all I need to do whenever I want a bit of mortar or anything is add some to a bucket, put some water in, mix it up. So that's what I've done so that I can see if I can remember how to point. We're going to give it a go. All right, look, there's nothing wrong with giving something a go. All right, and nobody come for me if it's not right. Well, I tell you what, if it's not right, it's not going to be in the video. Edit it out. Okay, I've got my tools that I got. Oh, I got this for Christmas. I got these for Christmas. These are quite big. But anyway, it's going to do for now. I have other sizes, but I just never really thought I was going to be that confident that I would need multiple sizes. Now, you see that okay? Not really. It could be firmer, in fairness. But it's got not a bad dollop on it. But look, Again, if it's not right, it's okay. If it's not right, it's okay. It's quite a big hawk for pointing. Okay, that's okay. Look, this is our first go. That's not bad. All right, it's not good, but this brick wall is not going to be exposed. So it does a good job. It does not need to be pretty. Okay, so yeah, we could make that firmer, I think. Shouldn't be on the wood at all. Shouldn't be on the front of the bricks at all. But, and you know what? I could make that a bit thicker. But that's not bad now, because we're not dropping much on the floor. A bit, but not much. And that's quite good, isn't it? Well, there's supposed to be a lovely man coming to see about the sandblasting. So if I cut off, it's because he's come in and I don't want to, if he's camera shy, I don't want him to put him off doing the job. Right, so you'll just have to be my dirty little secret until he signs up. Because believe it or not everybody likes being on a camera. Well, I would say I don't like being on a camera, but I like showing you guys what I'm doing, so it's two different things. You know, well, it feels like two different things. As weird as that sounds. Being that little bit wetter does it no harm, because the stones are quite dry, you know. Not even the stones, the bricks. Even when you wet them, they're still dry, like, you know. Oh my! Can you see? That's not my bad joining, by the way. That's just a bit of the thing. Hey, what do you think about that, eh? Eh? Are we really doing this? Are we really pointing this? Yes, we flipping are. Right? And don't you let nobody tell you that we're not. Because we are going to point this. And it's going to be fantastic because, do you know why? Because the cottage wants us to. The universe is aligning for everything to be exactly how it needs to be. Not how I want it to be, but how it needs to be. Because it has more access to information that we don't. Sometimes we think something's not for us, and then it is. And we go, oh, can't believe that turned out like that. That's brilliant. That will get even better. I told you the story of the listed building that we went to see for Jenny. And we bid on it, and do you know what? We were so disappointed when it went out of our budget, so we didn't get it. And look, and you just go, no, we don't know why, but that's how it was meant to be. And we just don't know why yet. And then look what happened. Here came along. And if we'd have bought that other beautiful cottage as it was, but it was listed and it was on a busy road that always has accidents, and it was 30 minutes away from home, we would not have had the money for this cottage. And we'd have been tied into that sale. It wouldn't even have went through yet, let alone, well, probably would have been a contract signing stage. But you wouldn't have had enough time to resell it. So look, these things turn out for the best. Hard to get in that vibe at the time, but that is the truth of it. Like, I'm going that fast, I'm already out of shot. That's the pinch me moment. Look at that. Flip me. Now, my wee mate Daniel might come, the lime plasterer guy, and he might say that that's a load of bollocks. He might not like it. This might not go off. This might be soft like this for a month. But so far, that is very familiar in texture, and the way it scoops up, it's very, very familiar to the workshop. So, and that's the same quicklime kibble that I bought. I bought it from the place that they suggested. And I need to be a bit, still a bit sunken in. You have to come out proud with the bricks, but you know, I'm getting there. I think I like to give it a second or two till sit, and then like go back over, you know what I mean? And he might say it's gone too hard too quick. He might also say that. He might say that is far too strong. What were you thinking, Jill? I can't condone it. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm doing it. I'm certainly more confident in my movements. Remember when I was doing that hole over there in the hearth? I was just squishing it in with my fingers. I mean, it worked. Those stones haven't moved, but I don't think you can really do that for pointing. Look at that. Beautiful. I will take you back when I have a bit more done, because I need to go and get a couple of wee gappy stones there. But okay, we're super zoomed. It's pointed. Look at that. Just that little section, like we said. It didn't take that long. It took about 3/4 bucket of mortar. It looks like I dropped a lot, but I didn't drop a lot. So yeah, this is how far I got. I will brush it back, but it doesn't need to be super tidy because that's definitely been plastered. I don't think I'm going to expose any of the walls, bar I am going to leave that red brick above there exposed if I possibly can. But I need to get much tidier at my pointing if I'm going to do that. But look, that's not terrible. Considering those bricks aren't flush and the ones above the fireplace are, I think they'll be easier. So yes, I'm going to clean up now and then make a plan for tomorrow. Oh, and let me take my hawk out. Sandblasting guys coming on Saturday. If I have everything ready, by everything, it means clearing all the debris away from the foot of the cottage, having a very secure scaffolding, and like a tarp for the scaffolding. And what was the third thing? There's 3 things. Oh flip, what was the third? Oh yeah, I need to take the soffit board down. Because I need to repaint, I need to put new soffit board in, and I need to repaint the facing board. He's not sure if it'll take on the sandblasting. He might take the worst of the paint off and then it's just a quick sand. I'm really chuffed with that now today. But I'm going to wash this before it hardens and I will see you the next day. Shot blasting is happening on Saturday and we have some things to do to be ready. What is it I have to do to be ready? I have to put the scaffolding up. I have to get all of the chippings away from around the building. What was the third thing? I can't just remember at the minute what the third thing was. Check with D. Maybe the third thing was get scaffolding. Which, oh no, I remember the third thing. The third thing was take down the soffit board. Okay, so the shot blasting is to take down, fly in my eye, take off the whitewash, because this, remember I was telling you this was very, very thin plaster. Most of it is whitewash. And so to get a good key, we're just going to shot blast this off. To do that we need scaffolding. To get the scaffolding up we need to shovel this and put it in this. And it's a busy road. So do what we can. See how we get on. Oh, no, maybe this way. Here we go. I have wanted to do this from the day we got sale agreed. Just catching a wee stone there. And then back in, thank you. Very good. How awesome is that? This is just a build-up, but in the photos, in the old photographs, this wall went straight down to the road. So there is a wall underneath it. And well, let's get to there and then we'll stop because we bit of rebuild to do in this part. But oh my goodness, that looks so good. Let me just look at that. So it was from this to this, and I am on such a busy road. Such a busy road. Hacha, get back in there. Have to rebuild that. My goodness. Look at that. All this extra space for walking. And up to my lovely steps. Woo-hoo. Whoop whoop. Right. Give it a brush. Set you there and hope to God. No, I'm not even going to hope. I'm going to take you up out of the way for somebody to wreck you. Just wreck you. Is what they would do. Oh, I'm so pleased that, look, I can stand here now and the car can go past. I'm in no danger. Fabulous. I have, in essence, created a footpath. Not created it, reinstated it. What we've done. That's very good, I think. Gives me a little safe passage. Very, very good. I'm going to show you now, look, I'm standing here. Before I would have had a walk on the tarmac. I'm going to be here when the cars whiz past. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So happy with that.